everyone, welcome back to another episode of What Do You Do with Laura-Lee and myself. Today we are joined by special guest Gav Noble from Gav Noble Physiotherapy. So thank you so much for joining us today, Gav. Pleasure having you, and really looking forward to hearing more about your career and how you got where you are today. So we'll jump into the first question. So that will be, what do you do? So if you could just tell us about your current role at the minute and what your day-to-day looks like, that would be great.
So yes, I am currently the owner of Gav Noble Physiotherapy. I have been working within my own company now for the past 5-6 years now, and we're based in Lisburn. We currently have a team. There's 4 of us, actually soon to be 5. We have somebody new starting with us on Wednesday, so we're looking forward to that. So that's 3 physios and 2 admin people. So we're a fairly busy practice. My day to day is basically sort of from morning to lunchtime. I am in the clinic with patients, so treating clients. Then afternoons are my admin time to work on business aspects of the business. And then 2 evenings a week I actually work as well. So one evening again I'm treating clients, and then another evening I teach a Pilates class. But one thing I will say is we like to finish at 4 o'clock on a Friday.
Brilliant. I know, so don't we all?
Bit of work-life balance there, that's great. So do you enjoy the business development side of things and being able to match that along, having your treatment time as well?
Yeah, look, it's really important for me to, like, I got into physiotherapy to work with people and help people, and that's just something I love doing. Now that I have my own business, we want to be able to grow and have a successful company just like any other business. So behind the scenes, that takes time to do lots of business things. There's lots, I suppose, with any business owner will know that behind the scenes, they just can't be stuck, at the front of house, doing things. So they have to work not only in the business, but I actually have to work on the business. So I do enjoy that development side of things. It certainly keeps us very, very busy when we're trying to plan out our year for setting goals for both the business, but all of the employees. So it's really good. And then obviously within that, we have lots of meetings to discuss that with all the staff members. So yeah, it's just a good mix.
Yeah. And has physiotherapy, have you always known you wanted to go into physiotherapy? How did it start from the very beginning?
So that's a good question. I'm going to have to say that when I left school, I hadn't a clue what I wanted to do. I don't get me wrong, I loved school, but I did play quite a lot of sport through school. So when I left school, I just hadn't a clue, and I ended up had a couple of various jobs before I actually got into physio, before I decided, right, that's what I want to do. But that actually entailed me having to go back to college to better my education before I could go to uni to go and get my degree. So I had to wait a few years after finishing school to actually get into uni. But listen, it's all worked out really well, and I don't think I would change it. Do you know?
Yeah. And do you know what? I think that is a big part of what this podcast is all about, that not everybody knows what they're going to do straight away. And it does take a couple, not trial and error, but a couple of years maybe to figure it all out. So it's good to hear how everybody got into what they're doing now. And if it was...
It's very difficult because at a very young age, you are making big decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life. And I just think kids these days, a lot of them just don't know. I certainly didn't know what I wanted to do. And it's just so difficult that a decision that you make at age 14 is going to affect your career. So
those career quizzes aren't all they're cracked up to be. Sure, they're not. I haven't become a florist yet.
No. I know, mine was a home economics teacher, but I'm definitely not too good on cooking eggs, never mind doing a home economics teaching job.
So Gav, can you tell us what your first job was? First paying job.
My first paid job, you'll have a good laugh at this. I'm going to say that I must have been maybe about 10 or 11. And it was helping my local milkman deliver milk. So if you can imagine at age sort of 10 or 11, having to get up at sort of 5:30 in the morning, to go and help the milkman deliver milk to people's houses. I just picked probably the wrong time of the year to do that because it was the winter.
Oh no.
And getting up that early in the morning when it's really cold, it's dark. I'm not going to say I lasted very long doing that. But yeah, probably lasted a month or two at that. It was good. It was a good learning experience.
Yeah.
Had that entrepreneurial spirit early on then?
I don't know about that. But yeah, that would be my first ever job. And it was a bit of an eye-opener, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sure character building in those winter mornings.
And we don't have milkmen really these days, do we?
No.
There's not many about now.
And looking back on your career, would you say that you have any rookie mistakes that you would care to share, or any career advice you would give to anybody starting out if they maybe don't know what they are going to do or they're still deciding?
Certainly, like career advice wise, if you are going to start your own business, if that's something that you're interested in, my one bit of advice for that would be to have a business coach, somebody who can help you make better decisions about the direction you want your business to go into. Would be the first thing, definitely. Rookie mistakes. Let's see, what rookie mistakes would I have made? Possibly a funny physio one, and it's probably a physio one that most physios possibly have made when somebody comes in. So we both have a right and a left. So we all have a right and a left, and when you're working with patients, sometimes they're on their back, sometimes they're on their front. And when you go to a right ankle to possibly start working at a right ankle, when it's actually their left ankle that's the one that's injured, and they tell you that it's my other ankle that's the one that's injured. You suddenly have to make an excuse. So yes, I'm just testing that, just to make sure that the integrity of that is the same as the other one.
Well played.
I think that's why surgeons now put a wee marker with an R and
big black arrows. Black arrows to the right place. Yes.
Just making sure they're coming out with perfect health in both angles. Brilliant. And so what would you say your career highlight has been so far? And can you tell us a bit about what you're looking forward to in 2022?
Okay, this is a two-parter question. Okay, career highlights. I've worked with a few sports teams in my time, so I actually do have a few career highlights. One would actually be starting my own business, definitely, because it's helped to give me a bit more freedom to obviously have my own business, but also to be able to be at home with my family. So I've got a good work life balance there. But other career highlights would be, I've worked with a few sports teams in my time, and definitely traveling with sports teams has been brilliant. It's always hard work when you're away traveling with a sports team, but I used to do physio for Northern Ireland netball, so I went to a couple of world championships I was in Jamaica, I was down over in Florida. I've traveled with a school rugby team to New Zealand, to Japan. So definitely traveling has been amazing, to see other parts of the world that I would not necessarily have got to see, and meet lots of brilliant and wonderful people. Let's see, what was the other part of the question there now?
So what are you looking forward to in 2022?
2022, I think one of the things we're looking forward to definitely within the business is to grow more. I'm going to say we're currently looking for another physiotherapist to come into the practice, and to just grow, I think, definitely, and take things from there to see what our next step is going to be, and just really consolidate where we're at with everything. So
brilliant. Big plans ahead.
Hopefully.
Okay, so we're going to come on to our now random question. So this is a question we will select from a couple of questions in the cup, and Gavin, you don't know what this question's going to be, so let's see what it says.
I do have the fear, I'm dreading this.
Well, this is a nice one. What has been the most impactful documentary you've watched?
Very good. Let me just think. I'm not going to lie, I love Louis Theroux.
He is brilliant.
Louis Theroux has quite a lot of really, really good documentaries. So anything by him. The other one I saw, which was quite impactful, was I think it's called The Cove.
Oh yes, about the whaling and dolphin.
Yeah, dolphins in Japan. Yeah,
it
was quite a bit of an eye opener.
Yeah.
So,
bit of an animal lover then.
Well, like most people like animals, but that was just like big eye opener.
Sort of lines of that SeaWorld one as well.
Blackfish.
Yeah, Blackfish. Yeah. So Blackfish is another good one too.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? The question. No, it's been a pleasure having you on today. So thank you so much for joining us and telling us about your career history and your development and your plans ahead for the practice. So really, really looking forward to seeing what's to come for Gav Noble Physiotherapy. So thanks again for sharing with us, and thanks to everyone for watching, and tune in for the next episode on And What Do You Do?
Thanks so much. Bye.
All right,
thank you very much, folks. It's been a pleasure.